Hello, welcome everybody. Yeah, we're live. I'm gonna give you guys time to come on in. Yes, yes, yes. Come on into my kitchen today, guys. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Welcome to Food and Faith Hub with yours truly. I'm a Sasu. That's me from Sasu Flavors. Welcome to our YouTube viewers, TikTok, Instagram. Welcome, welcome, guys. And as you come on in, please share this link. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our food and Oh, hi, Miss Felicia. Welcome, welcome. This is our Food and Faith Hub today, guys. And this is our brunch series part 1. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today I have a special treat for you guys. Go ahead and share the link. Thank you so much. This is my first time going live on TikTok. Welcome, welcome. TikTok, behave yourself. Share the link if you're on TikTok. Love you too, Miss Felicia. Share the link if you're on TikTok. Share it if you're on Instagram. And welcome, welcome to our live cooking show today. I'm going to give it a few minutes because sometimes it lags behind. I hope everyone is doing well. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys this brunch series part 1. So come on in, come on in. And I have my very special guest with me today. My husband, he is going to show you guys what he's making today. Should I tell them what you're making? Okay, so this is our brunch series part 1. And usually in our house, we like to have brunch like maybe once in a blue moon during the holiday. So my husband makes really good omelette. So he is going to make omelette today, okay, as part of our brunch series. So just follow along, and I'm just gonna welcome him to come on in. Welcome, my husband. This is Richard Sasu, okay?
Hello everybody.
Okay, so, all right, so first things first, if you are on Instagram, please share the link. If you're on YouTube, share the link. And if you are on TikTok, share the link. And come on into my kitchen. I'm a Sasu here from Sasu Flavors. And my husband Richard here. We are going to show you guys how to make omelette for our brunch series. This is part 1. So make sure for the next couple weeks you continue to follow us for the other series, okay? So, over to you, sir. Thank you.
So what we have here today, we have about 5 eggs. Depends on your household or how much eggs you consume. If you're more protein oriented, then maybe you want more eggs. It's up to you. So we have 5 here. Normally we do more than 5, but just for the presentation today, according to my coach here, we use 5 eggs.
And is the 5 gonna make one omelette, right? The 5
it depends on the size of your pan too. The pan looks like it's quite a good size.
This
so
is the pan I'm using, guys. Depends on the size of your pan. Okay.
Normally when I'm making, I make for everybody separately. So then I have to fry one for everybody. So 2 eggs for one, 2 eggs for one. So because for this presentation, we're just doing 5 at once. All right. So we have 5 eggs here, and this is freshly grated black pepper, and this is turmeric. Okay.
Turmeric here.
And then the salt.
This is some sea salt.
How you going to show it? I'm supposed to show it.
Oh, I'm doing it. Can you do it with all your hands? So make sure.
Is that fair? See, she's taking over my show.
Your show. Oh my goodness.
So that is salt here, and then we have onion powder.
I'm sure you can on the camera.
Onion powder. Sorry, yes.
Yes.
Let me show you the salt again. The coach is telling me to show it everywhere. That's salt. And then we have some grated cheese here. And what I'm going to do is I will grate the cheese. I'll get the real cheese and grate it on top. This for presentation. Then we have this is paprika here, smoked paprika. All right, so we have onion. I have about half a white onion, yellow white.
That's the yellow.
That's a yellow onion, all right? I have a little bit of cilantro here. This cilantro, and that is coriander leaf. All right, if you don't like cilantro, you can do it however you want to do it.
You can use parsley.
Parsley, yes. I just put cilantro in for a little flavor to accent the whole thing. And I have this little slice of cabbage here. As you can see, that's cabbage. All right. And then I have about a quarter piece of red bell pepper. Red bell pepper. And about a quarter piece, close to about half of green pepper. And I have half a cup of spinach. You can see it here. Then I also have olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Some people will not fry in olive oil. Some people are just don't like the smell or the taste of it. So you can decide to use whatever oil you want to use. If you want to use avocado oil or grapeseed, you can also resort to using coconut oil or butter. All right, coconut oil can take high temperatures. Butter can also take high temperatures. All right, olive oil, extra virgin, not too good temperatures, but that is what I often use. But you can use any of these that I've mentioned, or whichever oil you have. All right, so firstly, I'm going to start dicing up the onions, and then the peppers and so on, and then we will start with the veggies first. Some people do their omelettes by mixing everything up, different countries, different places. Some people will just mix the veggies and everything up and just toss it into the pan. I do it the American style. All right, I came to learn it here, so I like that version better than mixing everything up. All right, so firstly we're going to start cutting our veggies. Going to begin with the onion. All right, so I hope you're checking for the comments. So yes, cutting the onion first. Start to go that way. All right.
Okay.
I should probably get a dicer. Do we have onion dicer for onion?
No.
Okay, so I'll do it the old-fashioned way. All right. So I'm trying to dice this onion. I'm doing it my style. That is when we never used to have machines. Do the old-fashioned. It's coming up.
So just a little about my eggs. These eggs, I got them from my friend who has some. She has some chickens. So these eggs are organic. These eggs came straight from her chickens that she raised at home. So I'm excited to see how these eggs are gonna taste.
All right, so that's a dicing of the onion. I don't have a dicer. So living in the Stone Age, so I do it how they used to do it. And you're careful with your hands when you're cutting these things. So this knife I have is very sharp, so I don't want it cutting me. Let me get these ones diced. Just a little bit. And that's about it for the onions.
Okay, I'll get you another bowl for you.
Give me a spoon, a bigger spoon or something for getting the stuff in.
What do you need?
You got a bigger spoon, something to
Okay.
dig out the veggies. All right, so that's about with the onions. I'm gonna do the cilantro since that is not much. Just chop it into little pieces. The cilantro is just for a little flavor to accent the whole thing. That's all about. So now we're going to go to the cabbage. These are the veggies we have. If you have some other veggies that you want to add, like mushroom or whatever,
Yeah.
you can do that. The thing is that you don't want the veggies to overpower it, so you know how much of veggies you should be adding. If you're a veggie person, then you know you can go for it. If you're making it for the children, some kids will pick out the veggies. They don't like veggies at all. I don't know why. A lot of kids don't want to eat their vegetables. So my daughter is almost 18 and she'll pick out the vegetables. I don't know. She still can't stand vegetables.
She eats it in some things.
Well, she pick and choose, but majority of the time she
You want this for all the things? You gonna put them in here? Or you want something separate for the cabbage?
No, I will. All of them going in here, isn't it?
I'll use this to mix the egg.
Oh, okay.
So you could put it here.
Let me make this in another tin.
All right, we are making omelette today as part of our brunch series, guys.
Some of the cabbage is a little bigger. Okay. So that's about with the cabbage. All right, so we'll do the bell pepper.
Bell peppers.
I like to dice it up into little pieces as well. Sometimes when you're giving it to the children, it's too big, they don't want to eat it. So you cut it into little pieces and they don't know what that is. So we'll do the bell pepper. That's a red bell pepper.
Okay. So let me see what we're gonna chat about today. Let me see. I guess the question is, do some some men feel like they should not like cook, like it's a woman's job to cook. Maybe in some cultures, that it's a woman's job to cook, and would you say that it's probably more of, I guess, it's more like African, Caribbean culture?
Now, for me, it's more of a hobby. I like to cook, so whether my wife can cook or not, that is not a problem, but I like to do it too, so. And sometimes I want to make a certain food that my wife cannot make, so, yeah. Yeah, cultural perspective, yes, cultural-wise.
What, the woman should cook?
No. From where I grew up is the women that are in the kitchen. But that doesn't annul the fact that a lot of the men are very good cooks. You know, for some of them, when they get married, they relegate everything to the woman. But now things are changing. The men are cooking. A lot of things are changing in the cultures around the world. A lot of the men are cooking. You know, so yeah. Growing up, my mom had 6 boys and a girl. The girl was the last born. So all of us learned how to cook from a tender age because my sister came last. So we were not going to wait for her to grow up to cook for us. We all learned how to cook. So all my brothers can cook. Yeah, it's part and parcel of our lives. So we don't wait on the women to do the cooking for us. Yes, but it depends on where you are. All right, so this is about the green peppers.
Okay. Which one?
Can you see the comment? Anybody commenting?
No.
Okay. All right, so we're done. These are the spinach. I think I'm going to one. It depends on how much spinach you want. This is about half a cup.
You need more spinach?
Yeah, I wish I could get a whole cup.
Okay.
The spinach, I'll normally put it in last minute because I don't want it to lose all the nutrients. Spinach is quite delicate and it's very strong and very powerful for you. You need it in your body. All the potassium, whatever that is in there, calcium and all that. So I normally put it in last. That's what goes in last.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to start with the oil. Let's turn this thing on.
Okay, so now we're gonna...
Coach, let's turn this thing on.
So now let's...
You're going to move that, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna move this.
That's my producer.
We're gonna move this.
Okay.
And then...
And we're going to do the egg. Yeah, but let's...
You go ahead and do the egg.
Yeah, let me do the egg
And then
now.
I'll turn this on.
All right. So we have about 5 eggs. I'm going to crack the eggs.
Oh, the yolk is pretty nice. If you are just hopping by, passing by, share the link, go on to my YouTube channel and subscribe to Sasu Flavors. I know it's lunchtime and some people are probably busy. If you're catching the replay, you're passing by, we are making omelette today as part of our brunch series, okay? And I have my husband here who is the master at Omelette, okay?
All right, so these are the eggs. I'm going to wash my hand. That's what I normally do when I handle eggs, because you have to be careful you don't transfer any bacteria in your food.
Right. And when you crack your eggs, you always got to make sure that no shells got in there. And I don't know about anyone, but growing up, my mom always removed the little white thing. This one doesn't have a
Doesn't
lot,
have much
though.
on there. That white thing is like there.
Yeah.
It's like there, whatever it
The
is.
eye or something.
Yeah.
They remove it, don't know why, but they said when you remove it, it removes that freshness of the egg.
The ricishness.
So it's not that fresh smelling.
It's the shell. Took the shell out?
Yeah, I took the shell out.
Okay, so I'll leave it.
Okay.
So we're going to whisk this.
So we're whisking the egg, okay. So we are making omelette today. My husband is making the omelette. So the question was asked, do you think that it's a woman's job to be in the kitchen or it's a man's job to be in the kitchen? And I say that it's a balance, okay? And do I believe that every woman should know how to cook? You should know how to do a little something, something. Do a little something. And if you don't know how to cook, then you can always follow me. You can always join my cooking class if you don't know how to cook and increase your cooking skills. So I say as a woman, yes, you should know how to cook a little something, or your kids are going to be eating junk food. Your kids are going to be eating out. And you know, eating out is not all that good because most of the food is processed. So I say as a woman, as a young lady, I say it's good to know how to cook a little something, something, okay? And if you don't know how to cook, you follow me, they have many people that's cooking different things out there, okay? Now, is it a woman's job to be in the kitchen and the man shouldn't cook? I think the man, he better learn how to cook something or he gonna starve. In this day and time when you have women that are going out, both people are working and people are, you know, like, times has changed, yes. I think men should know how to do a little something, survive. But some cultures, men do not cook. They don't believe they should go in the kitchen.
Yes, I talked to somebody from some part of Africa, you know, and I was asking him about a type of food that they cook in their country, because I love the way they make the stew. He was even embarrassed. I was asking him that question because I said, we stay away from the kitchen. It is very strong in that culture from East Africa. I'll not mention the country's name, but, you know, he said no. So I said, so how do I get you to learn about this stuff? So I have a lady that owns a restaurant. I could refer you to her. He doesn't even know how to cook anything. He said no. He said it's very strong. The men are the ones that cook. And so it's for him, it's in their culture.
The men or the women?
Sorry, the women.
Okay.
In their culture, it's an embarrassment for the man to be in the kitchen.
Wow.
Very strong, very strong. Even after having traveled, he still holds on to the same concept. So, you know, everyone to each his own.
Right.
All right. So now we're going to start doing the veggies.
So and then you have I know some ladies, you're faced with the dilemma, like, I can't cook, and that probably stresses you, you know. Pray to God, he'll give you a man that can cook, and he'll connect you to people that will teach you how to cook. But don't let that be, I'm just moving these. Don't let that be a stressor, especially if you're marrying from a different culture. They will put pressure on you to cook. But listen, ain't nobody put no pressure on me, because my husband can cook, and even if he couldn't cook, ain't nobody putting no pressure on me. Don't let nobody put no pressure on you in your marriage. And that's the compromise you have to come to. So we're gonna let this get warmed. So, but even in some of the American cultures, like people who really like that old-fashioned kind of way, some of the men don't cook though.
You think so? Because a lot of the men know
Back in the days.
Back in the days?
Yeah. But a lot of the men, they do know how to cook though. I think it's more in the African and some Caribbean cultures where the men never
not just the
entered.
African, even the Indian.
Oh yeah, the Indian culture too. So the question, as a lady, do you think that you should know how to cook when you get married? For some of you, you can hire a cook. People hire a chef. They hire people to cook for them.
I think you should have to learn how to put some combinations together, especially if you're thinking about having children. You know how to flip some things around will help a lot.
So you think like you think like for somebody who's young or who's just starting out in life, thinking about children, that they should know how to cook.
Yeah, get to know how to do some.
Right, or those kids
things
are gonna be eaten out.
Because it will help out. Anytime you need to make a little smart food in the house, you can have something on your fingertips just to help the children.
Or those kids will be eating junk food.
Or they have to buy food from outside all the time.
Yes. So I guess, yes. And I guess if it's an older person who's getting married and they don't have young kids, they might not know how to cook and they don't care to learn how to cook. They hire a chef. They hire somebody to, if they can afford it, to cook for them. So cooking should not really be a big dilemma when you're thinking about getting married, like, because there's ways around it. You can learn, and if you have the money and the means, you can hire personal chefs to cook for you.
Some people can cook, but because they don't have time, they will they will hire somebody to do the cooking for them. So it all depends on the person. All right.
Okay, so.
All right, so this thing should be on now.
Yep, so.
All right, so I'm going to put about, this is half a tablespoon. So I'm going to put about 4 of them in here. Is it 4? Or about 2 or 3? All right. And that's the olive oil. Okay. I'm going to toss this in. One thing I do is that I don't allow the olive oils to get too hot. I just put it in to cook with whatever I'm doing. If I'm using extra virgin olive oil, I don't let it get too hot. I just let it cook straight up with whatever I'm cooking. I'm going to put the salt.
So how long do you saute that for? How long should they saute it for?
So about, it depends. When it starts getting a little tender, not too tender. You know, it depends on how you like your veggies.
A little translucent, not too translucent, but it gets soft. Not too soft, but in between.
That's right.
So these are your fresh veggies. We are making omelette, and you know you can have omelette for brunch. These eggs are full of protein, so you can actually have an omelette.
Now, we don't have tomatoes in here. If you want to add tomatoes, you can. One thing about tomatoes is that it's going to spring some water.
Did you want tomatoes?
It springs water.
Okay.
And because it springs water, it can make your omelette very wet. So it depends. It depends on you, the individual. If you want to put tomatoes, you can. But we don't have any tomatoes in here.
Or they can put the skin of the tomato and don't put the middle part.
Yeah, they can take the seeds out.
Yeah.
And there's the ground pepper.
That's the fresh grounded black pepper. Okay.
And there's the turmeric. And then we have the onion powder, just a little bit. Because I already have onion in here, so onion powder will just accent it a little bit. And then the paprika. After that one, everything is going in here. All right, so we are in business.
You want to turn it on? Is the heat okay?
Yeah, turn it down a little bit.
Okay. So we can turn it to 3 or 2?
2.
Okay. All right. So if you are on TikTok and you're coming on, make sure you click that button to follow And go to my YouTube channel and follow me at Sasu Flavors. If you are on Instagram, go to the link in my bio and follow me at Sasu Flavors on YouTube.
This doesn't?
You need it there.
No, it's okay. It's not that big. My coach is giving me some coaching here, so.
All right.
Yeah, we're almost there.
You need to
Just
salt
let it
some
cook
more.
just a little bit, and then we will transfer that into a bowl.
So that's about maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, about 5, depending on the heat level. About 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so I'll put it on 3.
You need any more oil?
It depends. I mean, let me put a little bit here,
Okay.
a little bit more. I just added a little bit of the olive oil. That's all, not to make it too dry. Put a little bit more salt.
And all the ingredients, guys, I'm going to have it in the description box on YouTube. And you can grab the recipe for this omelet on there, okay? This is our brunch series part 1. That you can incorporate at home when you're making Saturday breakfast or Sunday brunch for your family. That smells good.
It's almost there. And there's one secret ingredient I like to add to the veggies, and that is balsamic vinaigrette. I use the Moderna balsamic vinaigrette.
How much you need?
Just give me about half a
tablespoon?
Yeah, half a tablespoon. Okay. And that just adds a lot of tanginess to the veggies, especially if you don't want your veggies to taste. Some people cannot handle raw veggies, so when you accent it with a little vinegar or something, it helps with the taste.
This is it, guys.
Of Moderna.
This is really good.
All right. So let me put the spinach.
Okay.
I thought you were bringing more spinach.
I will when you put that in there.
Okay.
You can turn it down on 2.
I added the spinach. The spinach will cook by itself with the heat. It doesn't take time to cook at all. Okay, so that's 1 cup of spinach.
Okay. So I would say in all, it's a total of 5 minutes for this veggie, sir, right?
Veggies? I'll say about 6 minutes. Depends on the heat.
6 minutes, okay.
Yes. And some people might want theirs much more softer, it depends. But if you want it much more healthy, I think the crunch will help.
A little crunch.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Miss Sonia. Hello, welcome, welcome. We are making.
Oh, God bless you, Miss Sonia. Let me take it out.
Making
It's gonna cook as it sits down.
omelette today, okay? And my husband is in control today. He has the floor. He has the show today. And our question was, do you think it's a woman's job to be in the kitchen? Or should it be a man? Should it be a woman? Or should it be a balance? Depending on different cultures expect that only a woman should be in the kitchen, okay? So you guys keep that in mind when you're picking a spouse, okay? That's a question to ask. That's something to discuss. Because you might be that woman that can't cook, and he might be that man that can't cook, and he wants a wife that can be able to cook. So make sure you have those conversations.
Because so these are the veggies. Okay, sorry. Oh, continue.
Okay, make sure you have those conversations because people get divorced and in trouble just because of food, just because they complain that the woman not cooking. Some men will leave you for food because you can't cook. So make sure before you say yes to that man, you ask questions and you discuss, hey, I don't cook, and if he still wants to move on, then he don't have no excuse. But I'm willing to learn, okay? Yes, thank you. No shared duties. The man said no shared duties.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So we're gonna do the eggs.
You need more oil?
These are the eggs. We have one. We have.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
we need
okay.
them. All right. So I'm gonna put some salt in the eggs. About two pinches. We're gonna mix it up. A little black pepper in here.
Okay. You need any more turmeric?
No, I don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put turmeric in your eggs if you want to. Whatever you want to put in there. Yes, I'm gonna put a little bit of onion powder in here just to accent the taste.
But with turmeric, be careful. You just want to have a little. You don't want to overpower it with too much turmeric because you already have turmeric here in your.
Give me a little more paprika.
In your
I'll put
thing.
a little paprika in there. She said I'm cutting her off, everybody. You didn't hear that, so I'm telling you.
Like,
She said I'm cutting her off. I'm the chef today. She wants to take control of what I'm doing here. It's not fair, so I need you to vote against her.
no share duties. Oh wait, let me get this little thing. Am I bossing you around?
Yeah, you said it's your show.
Yeah, you want to be
but I'm the chef today,
like
so
you like taking control.
give the chef some time to finish whatever he's doing. You can't take over the show.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so we're going to fry our eggs. We're going to put about 1 tablespoon of oil. Then I rotate that around just to handle the egg so it doesn't stick.
Okay.
Originally, we do have the oil for the veggie still on the bottom. Now, depending on your salt, the salt that you want, you can taste your eggs sometimes. But because it's raw eggs, I don't want to mess with it.
Oh yeah, okay. I knew what you meant. Yes, share duties. Exactly. I agree. So, but it's very important before when you meet somebody for the first time, ask questions. Hey, do you cook? Get to know the person that you like, that you think will be a potential to marry. Like, ask questions. Besides cooking is a part of it. Ask questions about having children. Ask questions about money. But make sure you ask questions, because for some cultures, you might meet an Indian guy, you might meet an African guy, but oh boy, he is in his culture. Like, he not entering that kitchen. He is not cooking. So love is blind, but that when it comes to that man's stomach, he ain't looking at love. He's like, he wants some food. So make sure you have those discussions, guys, because food, that's a big issue in some marriages when the wife is not cooking. The cultures, like, that's a big thing. They call the auntie, the mama, this one. So make sure you have that discussion that if he wants to marry you and you can't cook, but I'm willing to learn, then hey, at least you had that discussion.
That's right. You have to talk about everything before you get married. Yes, it's going to fry. This thing is just a little heavy because of the pan. Sometimes you can let your oil heat up a little bit before you put the eggs in it. In this case, because I'm doing that with olive oil, I normally don't like it to burn. So it is still cooking, When it gets to that place, I'll let you know, and then we can flip it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Like I said before, some people like making their omelets by mixing everything together, toss everything in the pan, and
Or
then
like they put the egg in and then
yes,
put
they
on
put
there.
the egg. They put the egg in,
Mm-hmm.
and they mix the veggies, the onions, and everything, and then everything goes in the pan.
Okay.
Yes, but I like to make it this way. In fact, I learned how to make it this way when I came to America. Where I grew up, it was tossing everything in and then frying everything up with the veggies. But I felt that this one was in a different level because
so-
omelette is not African food. It came from somewhere. So when you go to what do you call it? To Rome, you do what the Romans do. So I came to learn that from here, how they make it. Yes.
I thought you add a little, I thought you put a little spice in yours, like cayenne or something. Do you?
Yeah, if you want it a little
your
spicy, you
veggies.
can.
Okay. Is it sticking?
I'm just going around just to make sure it doesn't stick.
Oh, okay. It won't stick, right?
No, it won't stick. Yeah. This pan is not the best for frying. We'll see.
I think the oil needs to go hot.
If it doesn't come out good, we'll make another one. The pan is heavy. Get me some more eggs. You might have to change the pan.
No, you have to let the pan get hot.
You think so? Okay. It looks like it didn't grip. It didn't do well. That is not bad. It's not bad. I can flip this one. Yeah, because
you
the
flip
good
it?
part is
Okay.
coming. See?
Oh, okay.
So the pan was not too good.
I think the
You think the oil didn't heat up
needed
too
to
much?
hot more, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to flip it right now. You still got to bring me the other egg. Then we have to do another one.
You want 5 eggs still?
Yeah, you'll be fine. All right, let's go down the temperature. So this is it. It's almost done. So what I normally would do is to put the veggie in the middle or line it up straight and then fold the eggs over it, and that should be it. So in this case,
305 eggs.
we have some broken pieces here.
305.
Give me 5. I'm going to take these broken pieces off.
Just let it oil get hot then.
Okay. So I'm going to put the veggies on. We'll do a second one just to make sure it comes out properly.
Kayla, come and get me the plate from up there.
And the cheese.
Okay.
So this is the cheese here. I normally put the cheese on top of the veggies.
Just leave it there. Give me the paprika.
And then I will fold the egg over it.
The egg is nice. Let me see my egg.
Okay. You have any you have a plate? It didn't come out the best, but
No?
okay, let's take this off.
Can we make another one? That looks good.
And sometimes if you want more cheese, you can grate more cheese
And sprinkle it on
and
the
sprinkle
top.
it on top. All right.
So we're gonna do.
Give me that little bowl. Let me put this residue in there, and then
Okay.
we'll go for the second one.
This is weak. Kayla, get the black pepper.
Okay.
And you put the oil in and then like that, get warm.
Take this. Okay, so I'm going to put the oil again. And this time around, we'll allow it to get much hotter. So I use 1 tablespoon. I'm just sort of turning it around so the oil can cover every part of the pan.
Okay.
How does it taste?
It tastes good.
Tastes good?
That
Okay.
like I said, I got that egg. I got that egg from my friend. She has some chicken and I bought some eggs from her and you can taste the difference. Like oh, the
As you
egg.
can see, let me show you something.
Mhm.
The oil moves away from the middle. So the middle becomes dry, and that's why the middle was catching.
Okay.
So it all depends on how your pan is sitting. So before I put the egg in, I'm going to swivel the oil around again
Okay.
and make sure that the egg sits in the oil. I think eventually it might move back again. So that is the problem that we had the first time. So you have to use a pan that you know, a pan that cooks good, and then you can use it. Are you trying to bring another pan?
Yeah, it was butter. It should be fine.
This should be fine. So I'm going to
Is it warm
put
now?
some salt in here,
Okay.
about 2 pinches of my finger. I'm going to mix it. You have the black pepper.
Yep.
What one? Which one is this? Paprika. Okay.
Sprinkle the black pepper for you, sir.
Okay. That's a little bit of onion powder. Just a little bit. All right. So hold on to this.
Okay.
Let me go.
Okay.
Show this around. All right, so I lifted it a little bit just to make sure that the grease covers the middle. What I'm going to do is going to make sure that the grease gets to the bottom. It doesn't stick.
Okay, omelette champion. Let me taste this one. Hee hee. Hee hee. That's good. Look at that. It tastes nice.
Tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
I give it a 10.
Give it a 10?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Because of the farm eggs.
Okay. You think it was the farm egg or the one who made it? See why she's giving the credit to the eggs.
The eggs.
Farm eggs. Not the one who's making it. I see.
I could use a little more salt.
A little more salt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which one? On the veggie side or on the egg side?
The veggie.
The veggie side?
Or you could put it in the egg.
Okay. It depends on the salt level. How much salt you want.
Kayla, you want to taste it? Tastes amazing. And the veggies are the right crunch. It has a crunch in the veggies.
How does the vinegar make it taste?
Good.
Okay. Alright, so now we're almost done. We're flipping it. Once we flip it, the work is almost done. The flipping it is where the problem is.
Woohoo!
Alright?
Go
So we
ahead.
did it. Get this residue.
You did it, sir.
Okay. Alright, so we're almost there.
Okay.
We need more cheese. Bring the fresh cheese so we can grate it.
But you see how that egg has a different texture, right?
Uh-huh.
We are making.
So these are the veggies lined up in the middle, waiting for the fold. Let's go for fold.
So just cut a piece. I'll just cut how much you want.
Yeah, just bring the whole thing. We just grate it and you put it back.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let me put it here. Okay. This side you use here.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the cheese. So we grate it on it. You can be generous with the cheese as much as you want.
And that's extra sharp cheddar cheese. You can put any type of cheese you like on there.
Alright. Did it go off? Okay, good.
Thank you.
Alright, so now we're going to fold it over.
Kayla, I need a next plate.
This
Kayla.
one down.
Kayla.
And as you can see, this is pretty big. It's a very big size, so we can cut it in two, depending on how many people are having it. All right.
That's a big omelet.
So do you have the plate or whatever for it?
Yeah. Kayla, give me the plate.
Now, when you go to some places, I've been to certain restaurants for brunches, and sometimes they don't let the egg really cook very well. Like there's some things that are running, like they give you the egg, and you can still see the water running. It depends on how you like it. If you like it that way,
Like the egg. I got it.
okay. Let me see. No, it's gonna have to toss it on here.
Okay.
Have to watch your hand. Sure where it goes. All right.
All right.
Let me get this out of here. Excuse me.
Right here, guys. Looks amazing.
You can put some cheese on top.
Okay, yeah.
Extra cheese if you want. Or you can put your hot sauce or whatever else you want. You have. What is that? More cheese?
Parmesan, or even salsa.
Salsa, yes.
Homemade salsa goes good with your omelet. Here we have it, guys.
All right.
Omelette. So we could say, well, I guess it's a veggie omelet without the cheese.
Yes, a veggie omelette. We don't have any meat in here.
But the cheese is fat. You know, the vegans will say the plant-based.
Well, the
people will
cheese
say-
is fat, but we don't have any, what do you call it,
Right,
bacon or anything here.
Right.
That's another one. You can also
Add bacon.
add the bacon to it, yes.
Mhm.
And do the bacon. Some people have put ham or whatever they want to put in there.
Mhm.
All right, so this is typically veggie omelette. Maybe next time we'll show with the bacon. All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
So my job is done. I think I passed. I passed my first cooking show.
Okay, guys, this is the omelet. It looks yes, I know it looks good. Thank you. Nice and thick. You could do, if you don't want it there, you could do 3 eggs, 2 eggs. For the kids, if you're doing the kids, probably 1 egg would be suffice for.
It depends
if
on
you're
the
giving
age
it.
of the kids. Yeah.
1 egg, 2 eggs. So if you are on TikTok, follow us, follow me. Thank you. YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna have the ingredients in the description box. We had a little bit of everything in there, okay? Oh, that's something else. Okay. So I think that's it. So, like I said, guys, ladies, when you are meeting someone, you want to have the discussion about cooking. Ask him, can he cook? Have that discussion about cooking, because that's one of the things that can be a big thing in your marriage, okay? But like we said, there's a balance, and then some cultures, the woman must be the only one in the kitchen. But as time is changing, men are changing. But if you have someone that's really stuck in his culture, then it's like he not going to that kitchen. So make sure you have that discussion, because they say love is blind, but when it comes to cooking, that man don't play. And then some men, they'll cook, and some men, they don't mind.
The men don't play with their food, so.
Some men.
Some men?
Some.
No man plays with their food. If he can cook.
If he can cook, then he
It's a
cook.
different story, but yes. The food is a big deal. Yes,
But
I know the women don't play with their food either, but the man, the stove, the thing is twisted.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so that's it, guys, for our Food and Faith Hub cooking show. Thank you so much for joining. If you are on Instagram, go to the link in my bio and follow me. And if you want to learn more about my Food and Faith Hub cooking class, you can go there too. If you have anything that you would like me to cook, you can also send me a message, okay? If you're on YouTube, follow me, share, like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another live cooking show. And thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me. God bless. All right.
All right. Okay. So I'll see you guys next time, and let me know what. So next week, tune back in for our brunch series part 2, and I'm gonna leave it as a surprise of what I'm going to show you guys. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. If you are on TikTok, this is my first time I went live on TikTok. So TikTok, follow me on TikTok at IMASASU, and I will see you guys next time. Have an awesome weekend, okay?